Alright, somebody come over here and get me off of Marketplace because, well, I bought another CRV. Yep, I couldn't help it. I was on Marketplace and the boys are telling me, stop looking, the one you got is good. But the one I got is good, but the one that I got most recently is pretty nice. So, I mean, it needs some... It's got some stuff going on, but hey, one of the things about this one is also no rear tire carrier. But one of the things about this one is it is painted. So not a good paint job, but a paint job. And we've been debating whether or not, you know, this one is better than the other one because the other one is just clean. That's just OE clean. But this one is more consistent. Right, so I've been struggling to make a decision on which one I need to build. But I think it's going to be this one. Just the consistency is much better. There's not a lot of dents in the car. There's one in the door, but that's easily fixable. Versus this one that has a small, a couple small dents here and there. Those are things that are going to annoy me. And, Greg's spec is Greg's spec. So it's not perfect, but I think it's going to be a better platform. However, one caveat, it's going to need some work. Like I said, it's not perfect, right? So it's not this one where it's just minty, everything in the interior works now and just clicks clean. This other one is been beat up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is swap interiors out, because the old one, or the OE clean mint one, I don't even know what to call it. Like the first one maybe is what I'll call it, but the first one just has spectacular interior. The second one has got great exterior and the interior is not as good. So what I'm going to do is completely make this project a lot more complicated than it needs to be and swap interiors from this guy to the new old CRV. Right. So again, not perfect with the paint job. But I mean, the Miata is Mako paint. This is clearly probably Mako paint. And it's alright. So I chose consistency over like a good OE paint job. And I think with the interior swap into the new one here, I think it's gonna be perfect. Oh yeah, well, like I said, it needs some work. I don't know what's going on here with the rhino lining front end, but it's got the back end too, this rhino line right here. So I don't know, it's yeah, it's got stuff going on with it. The back end is all raked up. I think what they did is they stole the rear diff, because this car is clearly used to be all-wheel drive, which is a whole nother thing I'll get to in a second. The interior isn't terrible, right? If I got this car first, I'd be like, oh, this is pretty clean interior. But now, because I have the other one, it changes the game a little bit. So if I would compare, the other one's better, I'm just gonna swap it over. Missing a seat here, but I'm gonna swap over the seats anyways, because the other one's got the bed seats. It's got some tears in the carpet, also making it a lot more complicated than it needs to. I'm gonna do a carpet swap. Yeah, I don't know. This is a bad idea, but hey, then I'll be happy, kind of. It might be a little bit, Greg spec-ish if I do all that. So, yeah, also gonna swap out the headliner. Jeez. Yeah, not good, guys. Why am I such an idiot? Why do I do this? But, okay, so, yeah. I mean, the bumpers, we'll let it ride for now. Do the interior swap and the diff swap. So, I'm gonna steal the diff and drive shaft from the first one, put it in the second one. That's going to be a job. I wanted to just do it all at once, but talking to a couple of buddies, I think we're just going to do like a bushing refresh too in the rear end. So I'm probably going to jack both cars up and swap diffs out. But for this one, I'm probably going to leave it apart-ish so I can do the bushings and all that, which I don't have yet. Which reminds me, I gotta show you guys some new goodies that I bought. I finally got my BC coils. Shout out to BC and Fitment Industries for sending that out. It was supposed to be like 6 weeks out of stock, but they worked with me and they helped me out. I also got the EG subframe. A lot of the CRV guys, they do this swap to the subframe swap to get a little bit better geometry. Also, look at this, boys. Freshies. These are Tesla Model 3 wheels. I got a steal of a deal on these. Of course, Greg's got to do the 5th wheel on the back. What I'm going to do is, they're a little bit curb rash like every single other Tesla you see. But what I'm going to do is probably sand these down and paint them. It's going to be similar color to what I have on the BM. And kind of similar to what these are already, but maybe a slight darker. But I think these are going to look good. Now, one of the things that I'm still debating on is how big of a tire do I go, because originally was going to do 17s, but I couldn't pass this deal up, so I'm going to do 18s, which these are. So the thing is, can I fit two 35/45, or do I have to go to 35/40? I'd obviously want the bigger tire, but gonna have to do a little bit more investigating on that one to see how big I can go. If you guys know of anybody running these wheels, let me know. I want to show you guys what you probably saw at the end of the last video is my awesome new engine. So I got the K24 and the transmission ready to go. Look at this guy buffing it out. What you doing, Lee?
Little minor paint correction and a ceramic coating.
This thing's for sale, right?
How
much you want for it?
The world.
The world?
Nah, I'm asking $175 for it.
$175.
If you're serious, hit me up in the comments.
Easy money for Greg, right?
Easy money.
Easy money for Greg. Now, this thing's sick. We've been on some wild rides on this with this car, and it's a beautiful car. I hate to see it go, but he's also got the Supra, which is hidden away in the garage right now. So he's not losing too much, right? So check this out. This is the engine that we grabbed. Don't know what I'm looking at right now, but I think Kyle tells me this is going to work. What do you think, Kyle?
It's going to work.
It's going to work. So we're going to try it. We're going to send her and see what we can do. We got the engine mounts on the way, and once I get the engine mounts, we'll be able to, I think, mock it all up. Of course, there's a lot of work in between there, but we'll see. Anyway. Alright, so enough talking. I know I just talked your ear off. Hope that was okay. But let's get into some stuff. So we're under the serve, and we're trying to figure out the best way to take or swap diffs. So we were originally just going to take this center cross member out because it's got the diff mount right here. And just swap it over, but I think what we're going to do instead is just take the entire assembly out of both and then swap them back. So we're going to try that. I think that's going to be the easiest way. Alright, so we got the first subframe out. Not bad. The whole assembly was definitely the move. It's gonna be a tad bit trickier with the all-wheel drive, but we got her out. Gotta get this John, the cables. Gotta go with the diff. So for each car, we gotta take apart the handbrake and put the pull the cables out. That way we don't have to mess around with the drums. So we're trying to get the lines out of the handbrake lines out of the all-wheel drive car or donor, and it's a little pain in the butt because there are a drive shaft in the way. Everything's in the way. But this one has ABS sensor lines or cables, harness that we're trying to take out. So I'm trying to get these plugs out
Yeah, dude's looking like he's in the coal mine right now. He's down and dirty.
I mean, we got the good thing Kyle bought 1,000 Raptors because these boxes came in handy. All right, so end of the night tonight. Evan and Danny just left. We got both the subframes out. It was a task. I look like I've been mining coal. One of those cars was really dirty underneath, so I'm gonna pressure wash under it. But we got both of them out, so that's good. Maybe over the next few days, we'll try to put them back in, which is gonna be harder, for sure. Gonna be harder to put back in, but I'm happy that they're both out. Nelson didn't do anything; he didn't help at all. But hey, that's awesome. Thanks, Evan, for helping me out. Appreciate that, bud. We'll get them in the next couple days. So today we're gonna do some power washing, and maybe we'll throw these guys in today as well. I'm a little bit sore from yesterday. I haven't worked on a car like that in a while, so a little sore. So we'll see how it goes, but gonna clean these guys up and throw them in. Also gonna clean the chassis up a little bit under there. We're probably gonna swap out the struts and shocks over to this guy because if you guys remember, it's kind of raked in the back. I don't know what the deal is with that. It was probably either bushings or these wonky struts. So just gonna swap them out so the car will look a little bit better. Let's get to it. So I think we've hit our first snag here. Of course, the rusted Allen key and the end link deal. So we're gonna try the vice grips, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna go ahead and cut her off. So we'll see what happens. Girlfriend's over there sleeping on the job, but we're close. Got everything taken out. The disc came out pretty easily. I drained it. Fluid looks good. No metal bits or anything like that. So, pretty good. Those are just bubbles. How's she coming there, Chief?
I don't know. Let's see.
I cannot believe that word.
Ice grip for the win.
Ice Grip Garage, right?
Yeah, shout out to him.
Guys?
I fall asleep to him all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, he
tells me Betty Bye stories.
He's caressing you as you sleep.
Yeah.
Right? But a guy's got to know.
He knows for sure.
The guy's got to know. Derek.
He knows what he's doing.
All right, let's get the other one out. All right, so we got the rear subframe torn apart. Now we're having a little bit of a barbecue here.
A little bit of bonfire going.
A little bit of a barn fire. You know, this is the spec, right? This is in the manual how they do it, right?
Let me tell you, I think this is better than what Honda would tell you to do, right?
I mean, it's got to be.
They would tell you to put it in a press and to press it out and to, say a bunch of curse words, but I say just let it cook,
I mean, we have it technically out. We could put it in a press.
We could, but why would you do all that work? You set it and forget it. That's what they say.
This bushing is actually nice. We should have saved this bushing.
Oh, you should have saved it.
It's the one.
Use it for the build.
These ones are in good shape as well, but
Yeah, those are OEM spec.
OEM spec, yeah, of course. So yeah,
One,
she's good.
she's seen better days, but
She's good.
she'll burn out too.
I don't know if this is the right way to do this, bud.
Listen, all I gotta say is this ain't my first rodeo. I've done this twice before.
What kind of rodeos are you going to,
Let
bro?
me tell you, we're going to a lot of good rodeos with some good barbecue. And here you go. This is bushing barbecue. Somehow I ended up under the CRV again.
I mean, it's good that we have the lifts available, you know?
Yeah.
You know, we have a...
If we had side-by-side lifts I don't know who would possibly own side-by-side lifts.
I mean, side-by-side lifts would be really nice right
Possibly
now.
from Benpack or something. I don't know who would have that.
Benpack would be really nice.
I don't know who would have those lifts, but
I don't know.
instead we're out here on the blacktop.
That's right.
Side-by-side on the floor. So we got these subframe bolts in on this side.
Subframe bolts are in on that side. We started with the front. Got it on a jack right now and kind of lured her in.
Yeah.
Poor Evan is crank neck.
Yeah.
I got the clearance.
Yeah.
I got the clearance here. So,
It's a little easier.
you know, I was born for this kind of thing. But yeah, all right. Well, we're putting her back together. Ugh, got the...
Back in she goes.
Back in she goes. So we got the bushings burnt out of the arms that are going back in. We got a wide variety of garage sale parts here. You know, got the diff, got the subframe, the arms, and then of course the other side is burnt out as well. So yeah, looking good. Vanessa has done absolutely nothing. She's sitting there. I inhaled a lot of rubber. She did take a nap. She did take a nap. Evan, you're just, this guy is just unstoppable. I mean, he shows up and just gets things done, you know?
We're burning daylight here.
We are burning daylight. We need
daylight. We got to put this on Marketplace and get her out of here.
That's right. If you guys are interested in this rig, you probably won't be interested once I swap parts. But
Well, tell your friends, though.
yeah, tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Your friends don't need to know how it looked before.
No.
You know, it's all about what it looks like now, right? I actually power wash this one as well. You know, I think that adds to the value, right, Ev?
I suppose.
I mean,
It's cleaner for when you do your own all-wheel drive for it. Forgot to show them the most important part about this rig.
oh,
Look
of
what
course.
it says.
Of course. I mean, real time.
They don't all come like that.
They don't know. We are in real time taking this all-wheel drive out of this car. So
Taking a real long time. That's
it's
pretty
a
cool.
real long time, yeah. Yeah, so what you got to do is you buy this rig, then you buy another donor car that is all-wheel drive, and you swap the guy over, and then you're in good shape, you know?
That sounds like
So it's an easy project, you know, very clean.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we can do it in the driveway. You can
If
too,
we can
you
do
know?
it in the driveway, hey, you guys can do it on a side-by-side lift. So we got this John in. We're gonna finish her up, and then, of course, I gotta wait a little bit for these bushings to come in, so this one's gonna remain apart. I'll probably throw in the subframe and clean some of this stuff up a little bit. And yeah, I don't recommend breathing in the rubber, though. That's something you should not do. Okay. Ugh. All right. As you can see, we got one of the serves done. I got it all put together. And I don't know how this is possible, but so far all we've accomplished is making two CRVs worse than when I bought them. Well, I did install the hood struts, so all we've done is install hood struts and make two cars worse. But anyways, things are not going according to plan, just like I had planned. So we're gonna spray paint this guy for a little restoration work. But the reason we're doing this and not putting it all together right away is I'm still waiting on parts. I didn't think it would be so difficult to get poly bushings, but apparently they're all over the world. They're out of stock, so waiting until Thursday to get those, and then everything goes back in. Now, caveat. I was gonna get the adjustable toe arms and the adjustable camber arms, right, and just do everything all at once, but the budget is a little bit blown. So I do have to wait until Black Friday to get some of those. I'm gonna go ahead and get the True Heart ones, which are a little bit nicer rather than the Chinesium stuff. Same. So yeah, I do have to wait a couple of days to install or put everything back together, but I'm gonna go ahead and wait for some of those adjustable parts. I'm gonna do the front control arms, camber in the front, camber arms in the front, and yeah, get the back ones around end of November. I'm actually getting a bunch of parts. Oh, sit on this without dying. I'm actually getting a bunch of parts in November just to save a little bit more money. I don't think it's gonna stop the build, but it is gonna save me like, you know, 20-30% for some of the cooler stuff that I want, like that hybrid shifter and, you know, some of the parts I probably don't need. But I'm still gonna install the coils. I do want to see what that's all about. I'm looking for a set of tires used on Marketplace, 235s by 40. And I'm trying to get a 5th one as well for the back, and I think I could probably do that without the adjustable camber and tow deals for now, since the car, I'm not going to drive it until really the build is done or the engine is in. So just a small setback, not the way I want it to go, not the way I'd intended it to go, but I'm kind of just winging it, you know, and it's not very efficient. So sorry folks, like it's upsetting me more than it is probably you. But let's get to spray painting this John with 3 different kinds of spray paints, so, you know, to make sure it's maximum adhesion properties of priorities. Again, like I'm just winging it, so you guys are along for the ride just like I am. But which one do we do first? Do we do acrylic? I'm sure you guys are probably going to be upset with this. I mean, I don't know what the adhesion properties are. Wow, this gun is kind of cool. I mean, not necessary at all, but it's kind of cool. What you gotta do, I don't know if you guys are getting the sure. No, that's not it. What the heck is that word? Technique. I don't know if you guys are getting the technique, but what you do is you make sure you stand in the wind, so when you spray it, it goes into your lungs, right? So, for the kids at home, it's a pro tip from the Good Time. I think that this is gonna look pretty nice. Again, it probably doesn't need it, but my OCD is hitting hard. So, we might just be able to get away with using this acrylic and this Harbor Freight iron armor. I promise you guys, I'm not stupid. So, well, not all the time. Am I even recording? This would be a good waste of time. Alright, I am recording. Jeez. Like I said, I'm not very good at this YouTube stuff. But I do appreciate all the support. You know, I looked at all the comments, and you guys are awesome. And I appreciate the patience. You know, just doing this, winging it. There's no real plan. I was wondering, hey, what am I gonna film? You know, is it gonna be just car stuff? Is it gonna be, you know, a mix of just like vlogging? I don't know. You know, I think you guys would appreciate just seeing things from my perspective. You know, kind of cool. And don't feel bad at all, because I wouldn't trade this for the world. Y'all tallies are boring. You freaks. Yeah, we don't need that. I get to live life with a cool perspective. One that not many folks have. You know, got cool, good friends, cool hobbies. Look at that Mustang. Sheesh. It's a good looking car. Good opportunities. Didn't all come easy, of course. You know, I did not take the easy route, by all means. You know, no handouts, no easy routes. But it was all worth it in the end. Well, we'll see. There's still time. Still time for failure, kids. Don't forget. A couple of you guys were asking about my day job. You know, I told you I'm a male stripper. It was in the last video. Would I ever lie to you? How else do you think I'm able to afford all these Black Friday only deals? You know? get paid the big bucks. Nonsense, poopy pants. Okay. Let's hit it with the Harbor Freight. Oof, yeah, this is not very good. And you know, gotta allow the time to dry, which is none. Like I said, we're going for the maximum wrong way of doing this. Why not? We'll let that dry. We'll let that dry a bit, and then I'll show you around here. Show you how the CRV's going. Alright, so she's still up on the stands, you know. Again, we didn't die. We did bleed the brakes on the original, or the donor car. So it's all good. So the only thing there is, yeah, kind of made it worse. Kind of made both cars worse right now. But, you know, it's what I do. You got to make things worse before you make things better. Or it gets worse before it gets worse. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so a little bit of an elephant graveyard of CRV parts, but I went ahead and stripped the subframe down. Been meaning to do that over the last couple of weeks, but it's got some little surface rust. I'm gonna go ahead and sand it down a little bit and spray it with some anti-rust, primer it, and paint it. I'll probably do a little bit better job on this guy than I did with the rear mount, but some perks on this one. The guy that I bought it from actually did have poly mounts on some of these arms. Now the arms aren't going to work because these are EG arms and the CRV arms are a little bit longer, but I think the bushings will slide right into there. I use the EG bushings on the CRV arms. Kind of weird, but yeah, I think it'll make sense. Power steering, it's power steering. Looks like it's in good shape. Obviously I'm going to use power steering. But yeah, lots of work to do still. A little bit of a cleanup effort right now while I'm kind of waiting for parts. The rear subframe is drying. Once that's dry, I'll throw another coat on it, put her up. At least the rear subframe will be out of the way and ready to mount stuff on. And we'll go from there. Guys, I'm in the garage today, just messing around, still waiting on parts. So figured I can clean up some of the hardware I took off the car. And I use a concoction for that, for rust removal. So it's about 1 liter of water, about 100 grams of citric acid, and then about 40 grams of baking soda, right? A little bit of dish soap in there, throw it in there, and it should be able to take out all this rust that we have on the hardware. Probably going to take the water out of that and start spraying it on this guy too and see if that'll work. So we're going to try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Alright, letting that cook for a while. And I should take that out in a little while, and at least some of the rest will be out, hopefully. Here we are again, working on the CRV. So we were a little bit bored, so we decided to take the front up, bring the front up, and start poking around. And I think we might as well just install this coilover, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be literally a 15-20 minute job.
Yeah, just the fronts. Let's go ahead and do that. Simple, and I can get rid of some more parts. So yeah, let's do it. All right, so we got the coil on the fronts, and we couldn't help ourselves. We had to throw the wheels on to see some of the fitment. So let's
see how it looks. And the time lapse was as quick for you guys as it was for us. Very easy to install.
Yeah, super easy to install on this guy.
Oh boy.
Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. I think it's gonna be pretty low. Yeah. I mean, you can't really judge it with this deal.
No,
you
this is about how high it was when we put them on, but it's not gonna be too bad with the tire. I mean, your tire is gonna go like to here. So. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna rub a little bit, but I think the 230s are gonna work. 235s or 230s. Yeah, you don't want to go too wide of a tire because, like you said, it would probably rub on the inside.
Yeah. But it's good fit,
I
man.
want some clearance from the fender, but as far as the rim goes, the wheel itself,
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
That's plus 40 offset. It's a little poke, a little bit.
A little bit.
But plus 40 with the Tesla, yeah. It's gonna be cool. Definitely looks nice. I wish I didn't have to repaint them, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like I might as well since the wheel's off. All right, so I just pulled this bucket out. And you can see all this dirty water is rust that has come off the bolts. But that's a lot cleaner than it was. So one of the things that does happen is, yeah, you can see all of them are pretty clean now. And it's all natural ingredients, which I like. But one of the things that happens is the zinc coating comes off of it. Some of these have some coating on them, but you know, you could recoat them or rebrass them. There's ways you can do it, but I think I'm just gonna put some anti-corrosion or maybe paint the heads or something like that. I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, they turned out great, so pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. I'm up late again. We are trying to pull out these rubber bushings. Kyle had the idea of just hitting it with the bandsaw. So we're gonna try to hit it with the bandsaw again.
Hack this end off and then it should press right out, no problem.
Kyle says he can press it out by hand afterwards, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, the human press right here.
Yeah, this one is just wallowed out.
I'm not sure how they do it at the dealership, but this is how we're doing it tonight.
Nice.
Should be good enough.
All right, let's see if you can press it out. I have my money that he can't.
She's kind of in there. We might gotta put it in the press. But I don't see why not without that lip on there. You can't just.
Kyle, the human press. Yeah, she's in there pretty good.
This one fit. That might work. Let me see. Oh, dude, it's gonna go. Hold on, I gotta get a smaller socket though. I felt it.
You felt it move?
Felt it move. Oh yeah. Human press.
Let's go.
Up. You ready?
Nice. Did it go out?
Yep, we're good.
Sweet. Well, I'd have lost that bet. Kyle's over here in the shop working some late nights to get the MRT ready for World Cup. I'm actually going to be there as well. It's going to be my first time doing the World Cup. I'm excited. So a couple of us are going to bomb down there. Kyle is...
Can't wait to take Greg's money in the stands.
Yeah, we're going to do some good flips as well as some bets. So I don't really know what I'm betting on, but I'm probably going to win. Maybe not against Kyle. I always lose against Kyle, but our friend Lee... Let me tell you. Tell you about Lee.
Lee better just show up with an amount that he is willing to lose, because it's gone.
It's gone. 100%. This guy bets on everything, and he loses completely every time. So
maybe it's going to be his lucky weekend. Maybe.
Who
knows? I mean,
maybe.
You only have a bad luck streak for so long, right?
Actually, I don't know. I don't think it's a streak. I think he just makes bad bets. I mean, he did bet against Garrett. I'm going to say that. He bet against our boy bet against our boy, so.
Well, it's because he had
the Supra.
So he wanted to bet.
Yeah, because he has the Supra. He also bet against me at go-karts.
That's just a bad bet.
That was a bad bet.
I'll never bet against Greg on some go-kart.
All right, guys. So today I had a little bit of a chance to do some Greg spec stuff. So you can see I've gone ahead and I've painted all the subframe components, all the components that go under the car. I've also gone ahead and gave the chassis a little bit of a restore too. So I sprayed some rubberized junk underneath the car, so under all four corners. Again, I couldn't really help myself with everything out of the car, so I had to do it when nobody was here because they would give me shit for it, of course. So, but nobody was here. I snuck away and I was able to go ahead and do something that probably wasn't even necessary, but I'm happy about it. Kyle's asking for some help, and, you know, he was supposed to get guzzlers for the boys. You know, you do a trade-off. You get the guzzler for the help with the cars. But Now the chimps are helping me out a little bit because Kyle did not provide the guzzlers as contracted. So Evan's helping me.
They told me they were going to get Starbucks, so what am I supposed to say?
Starbucks? I mean, you're supposed to have the guzzlers on deck, dude. What do you expect?
When I said, hey, I'm ready to get them, I can have them on standby, and Danny replies with, well, I'm stopping by Starbucks. That means, that's like, oh, they don't need them. Hey, I can have them on standby, and the only thing I heard was, I'm going to Starbucks. No one said, sounds good. No one said, have those suckers ready.
Listen, we said have the suckers ready yesterday. That's how far in advance we let him know.
And I was going to have them ready, but then I'm hit with, I'm going to Starbucks.
Well, you should have known, dude.
I said I was heading over. I was the only one. I said I was heading over.
You should have known better. I mean,
I said I'm heading over, have that guzzler ready. I needed that indication that you were a separate entity from Daniel going to Starbucks.
I will, from now on, here on out, I'll make sure I am riding solo. If I'm riding solo. If I'm riding duo, I'll let him know I'm riding duo.
well, I mean, you gotta have the guzzlers on deck, right? It's like when you ask your girlfriend what's wrong and she says nothing wrong.
Listen,
You should know.
all I gotta say
Something is wrong.
Last night I was dreaming about this guzzler, and I come here, and I'm guzzlerless.
Guzzlerless. Guzzlerless.
I literally said, I'll go now to get them. And Daniel says, getting Starbucks.
Yeah, but you didn't see Evan say okay. Evan did not agree to this.
I said heading over.
To Whitley.
Well, okay. Well, Kyle, you're gonna have to wait for the help with MR2. That's not important. World Cup doesn't matter. We need to get the CRV going. Because that's what's important here, right?
I'm here to help everyone, all right?
Right, sure. All right, let's get this. Less talk, more pressing, Evan.
Is this thing fully put back together?
What's in this box, Kyle?
Nice bottle.
You liar. Doubt it. Doubt it. So, Evan and I about to press this unit in. We got the forbidden frosting to go in this unit. So, I'm gonna here film this, I guess. So, we gotta do some like that. Then you spread it around, give it a good lick.
Yeah, you have plenty on it.
Let me tell you, I love my frosting. The frosting has got to go.
Holy,
This is not sugar-free frosting, boys. Just want to let you know.
we've gone down the rabbit hole quickly.
Ah, yeah, you gotta.
Oh boy, you need to blur that in your video.
Can we,
That'd be so funny.
Kyle? Are we allowed to put that on YouTube? Oh, jeez. Oh, I can do whatever you want. You heard from Mr. Boosted.
Mr. Boosted himself.
Mr. Boosted said, do whatever you want. Jeez, this is not. We have two of these frostings, right? Let me tell you, we got Evan, we got Enzo. Enzi, come here, Bubs. Are you gonna help? You want the forbidden frosting, Bubs? You want the forbidden frosting? Are you gonna you're gonna grease them both up?
Yeah, this one's looking a little dry, if you will.
Yeah. Your technique is not as good as mine, let me tell you.
No, I don't have enough practice.
Alright, you wanna lift this and I'll press that?
Here, grab that.
How we doing
Where
this?
did my rag go? I had a perfectly good rag.
Use the instructions.
That's what these instructions are for. Wipe your hands on the forbidden grease. Alright.
And Mr. Boosted over there is doing his side
Let's do them boosted things.
boosted things. Feel like we could have gone up on this, John.
Probably
We might go up.
Probably should go
All right,
up. We're in shambles.
we're in shambles already. Let me lift this John up.
Let's just say this press doesn't have increments. It's literally like 2-inch.
What are we doing? So now it's two. Shoot, how do we do this? All right,
That is
sure,
a big
sure.
gap to have.
It is. That is.
Let's just say I didn't run into that problem.
Let's just say Mr. Boosted needs to buy a better press. Yeah, use your. Oh,
I heard something.
I heard it. I heard it as well. Oh, yeah.
Not too shabby. A few tries, and there she goes. Yep, one more. That should be
Are we
it.
good? Did it pop on the other side? Oh, there is no other side. All right, sure.
Yeah.
Really?
Give her one little extra. There she goes. She's starting to bend in the front, so
All
that's
right.
when you know.
That's when you know.
Okay. Here, you release it. I'll grab it. All right.
She's good.
The camera.
All right.
There we go. That's
Nice.
one down, and then
Another one to go.
just rinse and repeat.
All right. Let's do it. Let me tell you, Evan, this is not a good job.
It's not a fun job.
It's not a fun job. Little did we know that the diff mounts were going to be a problem compared to the trailing arms. But
So for those polyurethane bushings, this collar has to come out. And we know that because we took off this side already. We're going to have to file this down a little bit, make
a little
it
bit
look
of damage,
better, but now this bushing will fit right in there and press in, so.
finally, we're going to start assembling stuff. Finally got all the bushings in. So we're going to quickly try to put the rear end in and see if we can do this really quick, get it on the ground again today. So we can finish this up this weekend. Evan's here again, the chimp. Always helping me out. So let's put the time lapse on. All right, Evan, why don't you go ahead and tell these folks how your plan's gonna work
Listen,
here.
I know exactly what I'm doing here. I am 100% non-professional, so listen. Look at all the poly. Don't even worry about what I'm doing. Just look at all the beautiful poly in here.
So how are we gonna get that axle in there, bud?
Listen, that's all you need.
Okay.
That movement right there, that's all you need. You leave it all
Sure,
loose.
sure.
Don't worry about these. These are getting replaced.
Sure.
Poly right here, though. Make sure you show that.
Oh yeah, we saw that. I mean,
That's
it's good
nice.
and red, nice and red.
It's very nice. So
But there's 0% chance that we're getting that axle in.
get the axle.
Okay, all right. Let's go back to the time lapse.
Listen, I'm a man that can admit when I was wrong, but I'm not wrong today. Let me
You
tell
are 100% wrong.
Let me tell
Oh,
you.
jeez.
Boom, there you go. This is why you keep it loose. It's very simple.
Brother,
This is why you keep
I
it
don't
loose.
know if that was the right way to do it. Did you do driver's side? Is that the driver's side? So we got this. The cable's in. Everything is in. We are delirious. We're in shambles. Yeah, so the R8 is going to be a next project, you know.
Yeah.
Greg's
We're
gonna
gonna-
K-swap it.
We're going to K24 swap.
The internet was right.
The internet was right.
Doubt it.
I doubt it. We're going to K-swap the R8.
You got a 10 mil socket or what?
Dude, I gave it to you, fool. It's right here. Wait, let me hit this one time. There we go.
This ain't even a 10.
It is a 10, you stupid idiot.
You need a 12.
Oh,
You need a
I
12.
need a 12.
Here,
I need at
Evan.
least 12.
Evan.
Give him the 10.
Thanks.
Give him the 10 and then put that 10 somewhere safe. What's up, guys? So I just went out here to jack the car up again to do some final torque specs with it grounded. I also went ahead and I put this special stuff that Honda recommends. This is the DPSF stuff, the dual pump oil. I'm sure I could have put regular stuff in there, but apparently when you put the regular stuff in there, it works. It just chatters a little bit. Let's see if we can start her up. Not. Come on. Nope. Jeez. Alright, boys, so I got her jumped up. Just needed to jump. I think this battery's toast. But it's doing some funky stuff. I hear that this is a normal thing for these B20, these loops. I just can't get away from the idle loop. Race car, this thing. But anyways, I got it all set. I'm gonna take it around the yard for the first time and feel what it's like to drive this thing on coilovers. So let's... Oh, shoot. Wow, look at that. So this thing is the throttle pedal is so old and weak on this thing that my extenders are causing it to get stuck. Look at this. I have never seen that before. That is interesting. Well, obviously we can't drive it. I'm gonna drive it anyways. Look at this. Let me practice here. Oof. I don't know, boys. That's kind of rough. I don't think I can catch her. I don't know. This is kind of sketchy. Maybe I can just drive it with the high idle. This is such a bad idea. But I love it. Alright. Brakes work. I cannot hit the throttle, because if I hit the throttle, it's going to get stuck at 5,000 RPM. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. and we're gonna go see what Kyle is doing. I think he just got back from some testing, so let's go annoy them and show Wyatt the new rig. But also don't want to take it through Kyle's shop, through the wall, imagine. Oh yeah. That is hilarious. Is it because of the rubber piece getting stuck? Okay, well, I'll fix that. So it's my throttle pedal getting stuck on it. Making it, not the loop. The loop is,
I was talking about the idle.
yeah, the idle loop is idle loop, but this is something else. All right, let me try to fix that. What are you doing here, fool?
Can you imagine, dude?
Imagine. Did you come here to see my sick rig?
Nah, dude. I don't know why you're trying to follow in my footsteps, man.
You gave up on your CRV, brother. All right, fix the pedal. Let's try this again. Still got the idle loop, but hit the pedal, nothing gets stuck. So let's check it out. Let's just rip it through the yard real quick. All right, brakes work. This thing sounds terrible, but oh yeah, much better. The steering feels super loose, but better than it was. Oh, yeah, she's definitely stiff. Alright, let's put her in the light and see what she looks like. There's Kyle walking around the yard. Imagine if I just killed him. No World Cup. Take his identity. But check it out. Yeah, during the day it doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit high in the front, but again, these are the 17s. I'd imagine with the 18s and the 235s on there, it's gonna fill out a little bit more. I'm actually a little bit worried that the wheels won't fit now because it is a little tight. But yeah, looks good. Brand new bushings. Everything looks nice and tidy, clean, painted underneath. Really happy with how it turned out. Thanks to Evan from the Chimps coming over and helping me out on all this. The guy just loves to work. I mean, what can I say? Looking at these cars side by side, it's kind of cool to have them side by side because you can actually see the difference of the height. I'm not sure if I should keep it slick top or take the racks from the first car. So you guys leave me a comment, let me know what you guys think. I'm leaning more towards slick rack or the slick top, but what I'll probably do is probably take the rack off of this car and just have it. But the next video, I'm hoping to do some fun with these guys. So I actually picked up a set of Extreme Contact Sports. I think these are the, what are they? The Sport 02s. So got a good deal on those. Also got the 888 on the top, which I got for 80 bucks. Brand new sticker tire, which I couldn't pass up. We're not going to be running the 245s, 888s all around, but it's going to look cool on the back as the fifth wheel. And these contact sport tires are from Continental are really, really nice. I had these on my E46, but I'm happy there. I wanted sport tires on there. We'll do that in the next video. One of the things I got to do is paint these Tesla wheels and fix them up. I don't know. Like, I really like the color of these, and it's only a little bit of nicks here and there, you know, and the color I'm doing is similar, maybe a slight bit darker, but I can't, my patience is kind of slim on this one. I really want to get the car on the wheels, or on the wheels and tires and mounted so I can just see what it looks like. It's been so long that I've been waiting for these tires and wheels to go on. But yeah, I'm going to do that probably in the next video. Kyle said he was going to show me how to mount and balance tires. Obviously the 888, something that is a little bit more difficult to mount, so I'm going to have him do that, but I'm going to try to do the rest of the 4 on my own, because that's something I've never done, is mount and balance. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and then we got the subframe all ready to go, all painted up. Looks nice. So just waiting on a couple of more Black Friday deals, specifically from Hybrid Racing. There's a couple of things that I want to get from them, and their Black Friday deals are pretty awesome. So waiting on those. I think we'll probably be able to get the motor in before that. which brings me to another thing. We got to start doing motor work, right? The only thing that we're opening up in the motor right now is going to be the Type S oil pump. I'm not going to wait for Black Friday on that. I'm just going to go ahead and do it so we can start working on the motor and not waste a whole couple of weeks. So, and speaking of wasting a couple of weeks, I'm sorry, folks. I struggle trying to find the balance, and, you know, I want to be able to get some stuff done. But right now it's between time and just waiting on some of those deals to come up, because I did promise myself I would, you know, go a little bit more budget friendly on this route, or in this car. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. This process took 3 or 4 weeks to do, so it was kind of pushed out, and it was hard to film it all in a good flow that made sense. But hey, we're learning, we're practicing, but I appreciate you guys. See ya. Bro, I just heard what the chimps did. If you guys know what I'm talking about, apparently Evan and Danny stole my car while I was out on work trip, took the BCs, installed the BCs to try to surprise me. But then I got the new car. So then they put everything back together and sealed up the box as if nothing ever happened. These guys are wild. I mean, I appreciate those guys. I appreciate everybody. They all helped me out, and they tried to surprise me. It was all good intentions. So they put it back together. I heard the install is easy though, so that's good news at least. So we're gonna install it again and see what it's like when we do it. They're gonna make a video about it, so if you guys are interested. Oh yeah, Freshy BC Racing. Brand new. Only installed once.